Welcome to BreakingNews.com. I'm your host, Spills, and I'm about to spill it. And it ain't an accident. So it looked like Adrien Broner and the Ivan Red Cash fight is off. And we got hammering Hank Lundy. Now, hammering Hank Lundy is looking to be, first let's go finish up with the Ivan Red Catch. So listen, Ivan Red Catch, man, sad to say, man, had a messed up situation with his promoter, greedy promoter, man. He offered the man, told him to take $35,000 out of the purse. Then turned around and said, hey, take whatever you want. Price is yours. I need to get in there and fight. I need a comeback. I'll fight for free. Put my life on the line for free for this fight so we can get this thing on and cracking. I'm trying to go ahead and knock Adrien out. I can do this. Adrien! He was calling for him like Rocky. That's Rocky put his life on the line. Adrien! He was trying to go. Nah. He like, I don't care how much you can put your life on the line for free. This is promoter like, done deal. I don't know what the promoter wanted. He gave him everything. It doesn't even make sense. The promoter was just like, you know what? OOBLK prime hip and like, you know what? He's just doing too much. I'm not sure who severed the deal. I just know that was the reason the deal was severed. I don't know which party was the one that actually said, okay, enough is enough. He was saying, hey, I'm not getting enough. I don't like the money. The promoter or BLK was like, all right, man, you out of line. We about to line you up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure how that went down, but it went down. So with that being said, Adrien on the sideline, he trying to figure out what's going to go on. And then up steps hammering Hank Lundy. I ain't gonna lie, Hammering Hank Lundy sound like a porn name. Hammering Hank sound like let me leave that alone though. So Hammering Hank, man, last fight that he was then getting his props on, man, was with Terrence Crawford. And Crawford and him, had a pretty good fight. But Crawford, that's how he do with the guys, man. He get in there, he get to dancing around with these guys for a little bit, find their pace, and then he take on his own. So, he evolves. He's one of them guys who read boxers, read his opponent, and put his opponent in a situation where he can corner him. And that's what he do. He's a technician in there. So he got in there, he hammered Hank, and got him out of there. But hammering Hank ain't nothing to play with. And hammering Hank already talking trash. He up here, beep, 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 talking about what he gonna do to Adrien. He talking about he a pit bull in the backyard, in the corner. He shaking little pups when they come through. I'm like, wow, Adrien ain't no little pup, so I don't want you to be shaking on no little pups. Leave the little pups alone. You about to get in there with a big dog. You know what I'm saying? Teeth out growling. He ain't shaking pups. He's shaking big dogs. You know what I'm saying? Or he in there going to big dogs. You know what I'm saying? Because you was in there with a big dog. Terrence, and you ain't shake him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need you to be shaking no pups. I need you to be in there going at the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? Shaking the big dogs down. Getting ready to go in there and put the big dogs on their back. You feel me? That's what we need to see. Adrien Broner talking about, he over here on Tupac right now. He come sign to BLK. This is death row. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what Tupac did? Tupac was like, hey, he was like the villain of the hip-hop game for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, people were scared to death of him. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't playing. And then even getting out here in gang violence. That's probably what got him hurt. But and killed. But I'm like, he was in it deep. He wasn't playing. Taking all challenges and putting a beatbox on him. You got the beatbox put on you, But I ain't gonna, no reason to bring up the negativity, because right now we talking about the positivity. And we talking about these two guys knocking each other heads off. And they both ready. He coming out of nowhere for this February fight. And he's ready to get in there and perform. He ain't playing no games. He like, I want to see him. I want to see what it's about. I can beat him. I'm going to beat him. He ready to go ahead and school Adrien Broner. You know, take him back to the drawing board. Let me show you. He said he should have, basically said he could have, well, he should have been took him back. Somebody should have been took him to the drawing board. But I think Adrien had been back to that drawing board already. And I think Adrien about to come in and show him, boy, listen. I seen where I was off a little bit. Recalibrated, new calculations, new destination, engines roaring, ready, you know what I'm saying? And he about to go on a warp speed on these boys. I'm really champion for Adrien. I really want to see him beat this fight, win this fight, and just get on a winning streak, man. I like to see comebacks like that. You know, it's beautiful to see a champion, one of them ones that you said it's good for the great storyline, the greatest of storylines. When you see somebody who just a human, you know what I'm saying? They got out here, lived, made mistakes. You know, even the ones who do right, man, like Floyd, don't have a lot of, blemishes on his record in no type of way. You know what I'm saying? He's still human too. You know what I'm saying? So you don't knock him, but it's just good to see the human experience in its totality. You know what I'm saying? So, and to be able to be that success story, man, that comes out of the pits, man, from based on your own mistakes, man, but the God-given talent that you got is still resilient, man, and you can still, and that goes for anybody. It go to show for anybody that when you bless, man, and you are put in the situation that God, or you in this situation and you're walking in your blessing, man, that at any time, all the time, as long as you're still breathing, that blessing is efficient and a factor and does what it's supposed to do. Like at the end of the Samson story, Samson was blind and beat and tired, and they had found this power. He still pulled down the last building, you know what I'm saying? So, he still went out with a bang. And I'm like, that's, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying this is going to be Adrien's last fight, but I mean, this could be the workings and the makings of that towards that big bang, that closer, you know what I'm saying? And it could be wonderful. Adrien could possibly fight 10, 15, 20 more times. It's possible. And go undefeated. Going to get some of the best opposition out there. He can get better and better, sweeter and sweeter. You know what I'm saying? The science is a sweet science. He can really figure it out. He really has the IQ to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So let's see how it work out, man. Shouts out to BLK Prime. Shouts out to Hank Lundy, Hammer and Hank. Shouts out to the problem, man, Adrien. We look like we got one in February. Let's get ready to rumble. This is BreakingNews.com. I'm your host, Spills, and I just spilt it, and it ain't an accident. Signing out.